All right. I think I'm live. Let me check. Let me see if I'm live. I am here today to redeem some of you, to set you free. I'm serious. Some of you motherfuckers, y'all need somebody to set you. Let me see. Ah, do we have any takers? Hmm. Oh, this fucking thumbnail. That just won't do. Ah, you know what? I'm gonna take this live down and I'm gonna come back. Oh, we have a confessor. Uh oh. Do we have a confessor? What did you do, Dave? What did you do, Gabe? Gabe, what did you do? You've been doing something. I'm sure of it. I had a confession earlier today. I had a confession. I don't normally. I said, "May the forgiver." Yeah, I'm gonna forgive. I'm forgiving myself. I'm forgiving others. Gabe, I enjoy. I haven't finished it, but I was watching your interview. You just got here. Nothing. I just started the stream. I just started the stream. I'm here. I'm here today to give people a chance to free their soul, to be set free. That's what I'm here to do. I want some confessions. These people be up to shit. You know what I'm saying? They be doing stuff all the time. They need to confess. I'm trying to see if this here stream, but I'm here to collect confessions. That's what I'm here to do. Have you done anything, Gay? Have you done anything? But I did. I started to enjoy your. I usually just put my little flower up. Oh, I hear my own self. I usually just put my little flower up, but I decided to come on today because I thought maybe, using my own transparency, being a little more personable, I thought maybe I could get some confessors. You've been trolling heavy. Oh wow, this is common. This is what you do, Gabe. But I have to tell you, this is my confession. I was listening to you on your interview with the crow. And I was like, damn, it was really interesting. It was interesting. And it seems like we have a lot in common, the academics and the nerd shit. But I was like, oh wow. I'm not done listening. I look forward to listening to it the rest. Because you are a very interesting character, Mr. Gabe, eh? But anyhow, I'm here today. I'm gonna start doing this regularly because what I realize is that we do all kind of shit out here in the real world, y'all. We do. We be fucking up. We be doing crazy stuff. We be fucking with people. People be stealing. People be doing all kind of shit. Okay. And what you have to do at some point is you got to tell on your damn self. You got to tell on yourself. But a lot of us ain't Catholic, so we don't have nowhere to go tell. Who you gonna tell? Who you gonna call and tell? You said who would you troll today, Gabe? Who have you been trolling? Ain't it something? You confess to trolling. Thank you. But you know what? That's what you do all the time, Gabe. You be trolling the whole fuck out of people. They be getting high blood pressure, losing their mind. They don't know what to do. You know. Ah, woo. Hey, girl. You do you have a confession for us? Woo. Think about it. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start having Friday sessions, and this is going to allow Black folk, non-Catholics, a chance to free their soul, right? A chance to just tell what it is, because we don't get a chance to do that a lot, right? And in the world, most of us, we walk around and we pretending. Y'all got to forgive me when I'm on camera. I do that a lot. I actually do that all the time. I look up a lot, so forgive me. I'm always looking out in space when I'm talking, but a lot of people don't get an opportunity to tell the truth, like to be real, to come clean, and I think it's a good thing. And so I'm gonna start Friday service, and Friday service is gonna be all about the confession. And so I guess I can start with myself. Now you ain't got to tell all your business, but you just want to set your soul free just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. It ain't gonna hurt nobody. So I can say with myself, my confession is this. I had a bit of a meltdown today because I have ADHD pretty bad. And because I have ADHD, I tend to need a fucking list. I didn't show y'all my list before. I have to live off of a list. Yeah, Miss May lives off of a list. Without a list, I cannot fucking function. Okay. So I get stuck. I get caught in a thought and I can't move. And I have attention deficit disorder. So my brain is all over the place. I'm like, like a fucking squirrel. And I don't really find myself productive unless I have a fucking checklist. Without a checklist, I can't fucking function. And that's the truth of me. That's the truth of me. That's my confession. And so today I made a mistake and I did not fill out my checklist all the way. I did not fill it out with everything. I usually put the whole goddamn day, tomorrow, and the day after that. I put everything on the checklist. It should be the whole fucking thing be full, right? And I didn't do that today. And so what happened is I only put like 4 things on there. And so when I got to the 4th thing and I got done and I scratched it out, I lost my shit. I lost my shit. I just sat there and I started saying, okay, well, I need to go get lunch. And then I ended up at the gas station after I got the lunch. And then I fucked off and did some more bullshit. Hey, what's up, queen? What's up, lady? What's up? What's up? I know you got some goddamn confessions. We're going to try to hide. Don't try to hide, Woo. Pull up. I want to hear these fucking confessions. That's why I'm on here. Face forward. I want some confessions. Confessions. So I'm confessing. I fucked up. Yeah, scrambled, right? And so I put up and I got this, y'all. You're supposed to fix your shit. This is the only thing that fixes me. And the problem is I'm the one who regulates this. So sometimes I put time on it, right? The time stamps. Sometimes I put the timestamp on here. Like, you got to finish this by 5 o'clock and you got to finish that by 5:02. Well, I didn't put nothing but 4 things on there. So of course my brain is like, oh, well, bitch, you don't have nothing else to do. And so at that point, because I didn't have stuff written on my piece of paper, my brain shut down and I started running all over the place. I'm in Sam's Club looking at chicken. This, that. Bitch, you're supposed to be at the warehouse working next to your husband. And that's not what the fuck I did. I made an exit excuse to leave because I didn't have nothing else on my list. And I had a whole heap of shit. Should have finished the list. This is how my brain works. And so I end up at the gas station and I'm like, okay, well, I'm at the gas station. Then I get back and I say, okay, well, I'm going to eat with him. So we're eating. And then we get done eating. He go back to work and I'm still sitting there like a dummy. Bitch, you supposed to be working. What the hell? And he don't tell me, like, hey, get over here. Because he don't ever want me to do no damn work anyway. Every time I try to do something, he's like, I got that. I got that. Put that down. I got that. So I have to kind of make a way for me to have some work over there because he don't let me do nothing. Nothing. It'd be a box. I got that. I'd be like, oh my God. Can I have a fucking job? Anyway, hey, queen, you said you got another job today. Ooh, confession. A confession. She said she got her another job. I see Woo ran. I ain't got but 2 people over here. You ran, Woo? You don't want to confess? Woo ran away. Okay. So you said you confess you got another job. Say, what? What, queen? You got another job? Oh, I guess I was supposed to drop the goddamn, man, you see this? I am clearly not a streamer. I don't know what I'm doing, baby. Okay. And put the post right here. Put it paste. Y'all can come up and confess. I want to hear some damn confessions. So that's what I did. I fucking melted down. And so I proceeded to absolutely get nothing done. And so about an hour later, I was pissed off with myself. So anybody can hit the stream. Anybody can stream. You got to come and confess. You got to come tell it. Okay? Tell on your damn self. So that's what I'm going to do on Fridays. I got to be careful because I got some other stuff I got to do. So I ain't going to be on here long. But I'm just introducing this idea. I'm going to do Friday fucking confessions. That's what I'm doing. Uh-oh. We got a confessor. Here we go. Hey, lady.
Hey.
Hey, what you confessing?
I came home and my whole family was in the garage cleaning it out and I'm finna get in my bed.
They were cleaning out the garage just for fun, just for enjoyment.
No, because this shit need to be cleaned out.
You ain't told them to do it.
No.
You walked through the door as I
You got good kids, man. You got to write a book, queen, on how to have some good kids.
Be a good parent. Shit.
Well, that's the problem. Most people don't know how to do that. That's the problem.
Yeah,
Half-ass nigga. You know, I was a teacher, so you know I know half these parents know what the hell they doing, girl.
Well, shit. Treat them like they humans. Hell. Treat them the way people want to be treated.
So it's like when you say human, you mean treat them like an adult, or
treat them like you would want to be treated.
Okay. Nah, Bronzeberg, ain't no sisterhood confessions. You need to drag your bird ass up here because you need to confess. I know you didn't did some bullshit. Gabe done already came
clean. He talked to a girl.
Huh?
He talked to a girl.
What do you mean?
It's on his shorts.
Oh, shit. Not the rainbow way. Tell me he ain't go the rainbow way. Bronze. Bronze, don't go funny on me now. What you talking about? That's what I said. Whoa, what?
He said, "Fake so serious." I said, "Oh shit, he talking to girls now. Look at him."
You said talking to girls or turned in? I didn't understand what you said.
Talking.
You said talking to girls or turned? What you say?
Talking. TALKING.
Oh, he's talking to women. Wait, that don't right. It didn't sound. Yeah, I was gonna say, dude is clearly straight, but okay, it sounds the way
he's scared.
He's okay. He's been talking to girls. Oh wow! Look at this. Grace and peace to you from God our Father and Lord Jesus Christ, who gave Himself in sin to deliver us from the present evil age, according to the will of our God and Father. I don't know. This motherfucker named Avo is over here in the damn chat. Yeah, honey. I didn't attract to some religious nuts apparently. But Bronze, you got to confess. You got to confess. I have my crushes. I can't help it, son kids. Okay, confess who your crushes are. Who are your?
Let me see if my short is up. Hold on.
Uh-oh. So she's confessing that she about to go hit the bed. I don't know. That ain't spicy. You got to give me something spicy, honey. But yeah, I had a fucking 2-hour goddamn, what do you call it? ADHD attack. And I didn't get shit done. That's what happened to me. And I was very disappointed with myself.
It's a yeah.
What happened?
I was seeing if my short was up. Because I seen Bronzeberg video.
Oh, your short is up?
Yeah, I remixed his short.
Okay. Can you show it?
Nah, I'm on my phone.
Oh, okay. So I don't know. I do nothing fancy. Don't ask me to do nothing fancy because I don't know how to do it. I thought maybe you did. He said, I'm definitely not telling you. Why you ain't gonna tell us, Bronzeberg? You got to come up here and tell it. You got to tell what your confession is and who you got a crush on.
So I got a new job.
Okay, so you got a new job.
Yeah, I got to figure out which job to keep, which job to let go, or work all three of them.
Queen, you can't do 3, honey.
But I can.
3? How you gonna do 3?
Yeah.
You ain't gonna sleep.
Two of them at night. And then the one in the day, I can just do 20 hours a week.
So you didn't went from a homemaker who just lay around all day doing absolutely nothing, and now you a workaholic. This is strange.
I ain't never been that kind of homemaker. I wish.
You know I'm playing with you. You know I'm playing with you.
I want some of that. Give me some of that.
He said I worked 3 jobs before. You did, Bronze? Wow. So
yeah,
what you gonna do? What you gonna do, Queen?
I don't know. I'm gonna go to sleep and think about it.
Sleep on it and think about it.
But I know one of them got to change, so we're gonna see what's gonna happen with that. But I let my supervisor know, hey, you got to change my schedule.
So are you gonna exit ugly on anybody? Are you gonna exit funny?
Ugly?
Huh?
What that mean?
You know, like do some smart ass shit. Give everybody a kiss my ass letter who got on your nerves, anything like that.
No, ain't nobody getting nothing to me.
Okay.
Not nothing that's worth all that creativity.
Right. I'm trying to think, have I ever Yeah, I did. I trolled somebody on a Zoom on my way out. My last day as a teacher.
Oh Lord.
Oh yeah. We had a lion ass, what do you call it? We had a lion ass department chair. She wasn't my department chair. She was over the 9th grade academy. That bitch had been lying and doing false reports, talking about we having meetings and this and that. And I'm just that bitch. I waited, and they had the last day of school Zoom meeting or whatever.
Yeah.
And I got on there, and they was like going by department. Anybody got anything to say? I said, yeah, I just want to say that Miss, she has a PhD, this bitch. And I was like, I just want to say that Miss So-and-so has not been telling the truth. We have never had one meeting all year. I just want to put that on record. And everybody was like, oh. It wasn't a big deal. But it was just the fact that, in education, we learn to lie. We learn to go along with mistruths. They call that professionalism. But I got tired of lying for the bitch, so I just told it. I ain't go out like, fuck you. I just told what everybody already knew was truth, and I said it out loud. And listen, the fact that didn't nobody say nothing, everybody's like, ooh. That's all. Ooh. Like nobody said, yes, we have. That's not true, Miss Freeman. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to tell the truth. You got to confess. That's what I'm talking about. So Fridays are going to be days for confession. And I'm looking for confession. So you said you're going to go to bed. Let me ask you something. I've always been curious about that. When you go to bed, are you one of them people that go to bed like with a blasting air conditioner and all them blankets and stuff? Like,
yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It got to be cold when I'm sleeping.
I figured that. I cannot take cold. I got to be hot. I'll be sweating.
That's what the blanket's for.
Yeah, I want to be hot.
But I can't breathe if it's hot.
Okay. Now you're originally from a warm climate, right?
Yeah, I'm from Texas.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I got a confession question for you.
Okay.
I got a confession question for you, Queen. You was doing this. The timestamp is 1:38, I do believe, and you was talking about people who you gave your phone number, and you said they be talking too much. You want to confess? Who is it?
Girl, it's so many motherfuckers. These people crazy. It ain't just one person. Shit. These people crazy as hell.
Well, I'll tell you what, if I ever call your phone and get on your nerve, you need to say, May, shut the fuck up. Okay? Just say, May, shut the whole fuck up. Huh?
I say, oh Lord.
Yeah, why not? I like the truth. I like the truth. Robert, huh?
I said these people is crazy as hell.
I know. But I think that some people they need another job. That's
some people
really
need mental health. Shit.
Yeah,
they need counseling and some medication.
Yeah, they need counseling. But a lot of people, they need another fucking job. If they had a job, then they would be more productive, and they would have something to do with their time. A lot of these people don't have nothing to do with their time. And so they just get real petty, in life in general. They just petty. And they worry about the wrong shit. So, I think a job is a solution to a lot of shit. You got more money, got more focus, Huh?
Mm.
What you say?
I said, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Let me know if my background's too loud.
Okay.
All right.
So, Bronzebird, are you still here? Bronzebird.
Bronzebird, little sticky shit ass. Probably
I'll see him in the chat. I want Bronzebird to confess. He got to come with it. He didn't got quiet. This is the type of shit I'm talking about. People talking about they want the real.
What real?
People just love to talk about, yeah, I like shit real. I'm down to earth. Da, da, da. I want some goddamn confessions.
People like real when there's other people. They don't like when it's
That's a good point. That's a good point. So I already confessed I had a fucking ADHD goddamn meltdown today where I was highly unproductive for 2 hours and I beat myself.
Who you over there talking about on Rumble? Elite?
Huh?
Who you talking about over there on Rumble? Elite?
Yeah, I'm talking about that fucking film sale. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That brought me to a job. To a job. Say what?
Rucker Mary?
What?
Rucker Mary? Mr. Rucker. He married?
What about him? Is he married?
Yeah.
No, girl, he's getting married. He's getting married. He's getting married.
They never quit.
No.
So somebody finally decided to marry his rusty ass, huh? Fuckers. I said congratulations.
Yeah, I would tell him. I'm so happy for Mr. Rucker. I'm so happy for him. Yeah, he's getting married. I'm not sure exactly what month, but he is getting married. And I think he's funny as fuck. He seems like the type of dude that you could be married, like as long as I think he takes care of business, right? And that's the best type of dude to be with. A dude that's funny and lighthearted, and he don't take life too serious because he's confident and he knows how to handle business, right?
Yeah, I think
why? Because you're too serious. Your ass is too serious. You like to fight and shit. You like to fight.
I don't like to fight, but fighting is necessary.
Yeah, you like to scrap. I don't like to scrap. I like to laugh. Hold on. Luna, you good? Okay. All right. Okay. Uh-oh. She gone. What happened? Queen left. Oh, Lord. Anyway. So Gabe said, true that I delegate a lot at the job. So, okay, there you go. Hold on. Let me add her back. Who else coming up to confess? I need to. Queen is back. Gabe says, true that I delegate a lot at the job. So sometimes I go to YouTube to troll confession. Okay, that's right. Yeah.
It ain't no damn confession. Everybody know that shit.
Yeah,
troll here for the bullshit.
Gabe stay trolling.
But the bullshit. That's all Gabe is here for. The absolute, unless he on his own channel. Then if he on his own channel, he not with the bullshit.
But this space is so trollable, isn't it? These motherfuckers.
I hate these people.
These motherfuckers deserve to be trolled.
There goes my confession. I hate you, nigga. How you motherfuckers? I can't say y'all.
You hate
I hate this space. I hate the motherfuckers in this space. I can't stand none of y'all.
That's not nice, Queen. Queen, you're going too far. You're being too real. Don't say it. I hate all you motherfuckers. We don't want the real that much. Just keep it nice. Damn, she said she hate all of
I could take a sword and scalp out of y'all ears. Okay, let's go. Yeah, Latin American style. Stop y'all goddamn blood out.
I'm trying to think what other confession I have. What other confession I have? I have a confession. I be hate watching BGS a lot.
I don't understand hate watching.
You know what? It's not even hate watching. I got some shit I want to say, but I know if I say it, I regret it the rest of my fucking life.
Why?
I can't say it because these.
I don't regret shit I say to that old fart.
Huh?
Oh, bastard.
There she go. You see, that's all the Queen want to do is fight. She that auntie that walk around with the switch and she just be hitting kids for no reason. That's Queen.
Oh no, I can't hit you for no reason.
Yeah, you do, just for fun. You be swatting kids.
No, because if I hit them for no reason, when I get them for a reason, they ain't gonna understand.
You know how the kids they scoop by that one and they doing like that. They won't turn it back to them. She that auntie. They be like, she gonna find a reason. You like to fight. You aggressive.
I'm the auntie that they watch.
Do you have a particular hair spirit? Are you Shango or like what? What's up? What's the head spirit?
Yeah, I don't let them people play with me like that. They got to say, hell no. Now,
Yeah.
they tried to give me, they did try to give me Sungo, they tried to give me Oya too.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's you.
I don't think I'm Oya.
Huh?
I don't think I'm Oya.
I tend towards Yemenya myself. I feel like that's my head spirit, but I don't know. I ain't never let them do nothing for me, if you know what I mean.
I ain't letting the people do nothing to me. They gonna have to stay away from me.
Right. They
be trying real hard. I be like, keep trying, bitch.
They wanna loop you in. They feel like that once they get you in there, you know. I'm like, I know how this game go. All these damn rituals and I'm good.
Exploit your ass for money.
Right.
No, thank you. My ancestors good.
Right, and they like, you know, like you don't have access to the realm, you know, like you got to go through them and all this. Honey, please, that shit went from Africa to capitalism as soon as it got over here. Get the fuck on. But anyhow, Gabe said everyone hate watches. It's fun.
I don't hate watch. I think that shit weird. I will block your ass. Fuck you. Go ahead.
Weird.
Remove thyself from my sight. Thus saith the Lord. Okay?
Hate watching is weird to you, right?
Yeah, it's weird to me. I don't understand it. I be trying to get people to explain it to me because I don't get it. I'd rather just chop them up for the head off and be done with them forever. What am I hate watching for? Get the fuck away from me.
It's weird for you. Like you don't want to participate in, you know, hate watching. But there is some thrill to snickering. And I mean, you know what? Because you're not a troll. That's part of it. It's a pastime of a troll. Because what happens is when you hear somebody who you don't like and they're talking and shit, you are sitting there laughing and making jokes and picking at their ass and thinking, damn, you stupid as hell. And I mean, you got it all worked out. It's a mental trip. You know what I'm saying? I be snickering and laughing a lot. That's why I stay in the clouds. I don't, half the people I be laughing at, they'll never know. I be laughing my whole fucking ass off. I get dopamine all day. I stay laughing at motherfuckers. That's what I do.
I troll. I ain't gonna hate watch your ass to troll you.
Well, trolling and hate watching kind of go hand in hand. You gotta study. You have to study your specimen, your subject. You understand?
Girl, you have to. I ain't gonna study it. You have to study. No, see, I would just wait till you come across my path, and then I'm gonna beat your ass that way. But I don't know. I can't be sitting up.
Let me tell you. Yes. Huh? I said, go ahead, keep talking. I'm about to look up this head spirit. I'm sure the warrior, warrior.
Sit there and listen to somebody I can't stand run that goddamn mouth about probably some shit I don't care about. So they probably dumb as hell anyway. Hell no. Do you stay your ass over there? Because if you come over here, okay, I just told you.
Fight your ass.
Don't get your ass done. Look, don't get your ass beat, okay? That's all I can say. I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand the appeal of watching them be stupid.
Girl, this says Ogun. Ogun.
What about Ogun?
Warrior hunter. Huh? That's a man.
Yeah, Ogun carry an axe. Ogun like
blood. Girl.
Ogun likes blood. Look, I don't like war. That's why I be like, leave me the fuck alone. Leave me alone. Okay?
You got that Ogun. You got that Ogun energy.
Yeah. I don't know about all that. Ogun like war. I don't go actively seeking war. I want
No, but you have a warrior spirit. That's the point. You have a warrior spirit. All right.
I would kill somebody for my peace. Do you hear me?
That's the warrior. That's what I'm out.
My peace of mind versus no ignorant ass. Guess what? Sayonara, motherfucker. You gotta go. I need my peace. Leave me alone.
Woo. Woo, you got some confessions?
Woo, baby.
Let's go, Woo. I know you done been up to something. Gabe says that he likes to hear opposing positions to strengthen his own ideas. I like eccentric people. That's what I'm attracted to. I'm attracted to people who are eccentric, people who have wild ideas, people who are outside of the box. Those are the kind of people that I'm attracted to. I'm not really attracted to well-behaved, tame people. I'm not really attracted to that. And I ended up having a crazy chance to come across Clue the other day on his channel. He was trying to convince his audience that money is the root of all happiness. And that was it was an okay conversation. But we'll be trying to hide. She's trying to hide. I don't have none right now. Well, you got confessions. It's okay. This is your first Friday. It's okay.
Main confessions that she like train wrecks in human form.
Say what?
I said main confessions that she likes train wrecks in human form. The Clue is definitely a fucking disaster.
You say you're a train wreck. Clue is a train wreck.
The fucking disaster.
There go Big J. Hey Big J, what's up? Man, Big J came the other day. What did he say? What did Big J the other day? Shut the fuck up with your bald head. Shut the fuck up. Big J be going in.
He didn't say, shut the mighty fuck up. Shut the mighty fuck up.
Oh, I had heard that. I had heard that.
Shit had me rolling, girl. I couldn't even breathe. I had to get my ass pumped. This shit had me dead.
Damn.
Like, not the mighty fuck up, the mighty fuck up. Oh, all right.
Mighty fuck up. Yeah, I ain't heard that.
That's that old country ass shit. That's some shit.
That's that rural cussing.
Girl, yes, Lord. That's the shit. Them folks down off up in the woods in my family used to say.
Let me type this in
a lot of shit that my great aunts and aunties and great grandpas and shit used to say. I said, yeah, he's country as hell. He is definitely a country boy. Ain't no mistaking about that shit.
Okay, what did he say? I want to respectfully oppose that position, not dumbasses like who he say? A G Singer, Red, and them lose AJ, Red, and them losers, nigga, and them niggas that protect them. I don't know what you're talking about, Big J. Big J, do you have a confession, sir? Milk toast butter biscuit. Yeah, Big J be going in, boy. He got a whole series of adjectives for your ass, okay?
You
out thoroughly.
In the dick, shine bone. What's a shine bone?
Big J, who taught you how to cuss? Because you got one of them aunties or an uncle who taught you how to fucking cuss. Yeah, Big J's in the chat. He's in the chat.
Big J in the chat.
Yeah, Big J cut your ass all the fuck the way out. Why y'all, man? That's why I had been coming for a long time, listening to him cuss folk out in the morning. I know my husband. He was like, he cuss people out in the morning. I said, hell yeah, that's the best time because he's full of energy.
The best part of waking up.
Ain't nothing like getting cussed out at 5 o'clock in the fucking morning, okay?
5 o'clock in the morning.
But
the niggas are boring.
that's the only confession that I have is that one. Anybody else want to confess? I'm gonna have a regular Friday confessional, and I want people to learn how important it is to set your soul free. It's not hard to do because we do all kind of bullshit in the world, and there's something liberating about telling somebody you did it, right?
I got a confession.
What else? What you gonna tell?
I found a camera, and I'm gonna start my OnlyFans so they can watch how it works.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Queen, did you say you about to start OnlyFans?
Yep.
Would you like to tell more?
Yeah, because they be up my pussy so hard, I'm gonna put a camera up there so they can watch it work.
When you okay, for clarification purposes, do you mean that you are going to insert a camera with a ability to go internally?
Yeah.
Or what do you, girl? What?
Mama. Yeah. If they want to see how it works, we gonna show them how it works, and maybe they'll step their pussy up and find them a bitch they got there so they can leave mine though. Fuck along.
So they're going to take a gynecological journey.
Yeah.
Oh my! Is there anybody else doing this already?
Shit, I don't know. It probably is because I've seen.
Have you gotten permission? Have you gotten permission from your mister to do this?
I think I got partial permission.
Partial?
Yeah, I don't think he think I'll do it.
Is he daring you?
No, he didn't dare me. He just said okay.
He said okay. That now is this
what happened when the camera show up? We'll see what he say then.
Is this something you're gonna do soon or later?
Well, I already found the camera. I just need the bag. Mm-hmm.
Say again.
I said I already found the camera. I just need the bag. Matter of fact, I got paid today. Let me go look and see how much the damn camera cost. I go and buy it now. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Is it gonna be Queen's Coochie Camera?
No, it's gonna be how to step your pussy up. That's gonna be the name of the channel.
Are you gonna be doing Kegels and stuff, or
we're gonna be doing whatever the fuck he's doing?
You said how to step it up. That's what they say you're supposed to do to step it up. You're supposed to put like rocks in there. I got some rocks. Y'all want to see my coochie rocks? Hold on. I'm gonna show y'all my coochie rocks. I'll be right back. Stop cam. Hold on.
Not the coochie rock.
Yeah, I got coochie rocks. Let me show them to you.
Ooh. It's late. I need to go to bed. I can go to work tonight. Work. Woo. I'm gonna have to tell my supervisor at some point that she gotta change my hours.
Okay, I'm back. I got my coochie rocks. You want to see them?
Coochie rocks. Sure. Let's see coochie rocks. Oh, you got yoni eggs. Yoni eggs. Mm-hmm. You got hold of me. Ooh, man.
Got a whole bunch of
You hold them in for like 8 hours and then go try to pee. Oh, Lord. Ooh,
girl, I dropped one. Girl, I never used them.
Oh, you ain't never used them?
No.
You ever use Benoit balls? You ever use them?
Yeah.
Yeah, same thing.
I used the Benoit balls, but I never used these because I had a friend and I was trying to support her business. You know how they have because I have like a yoni steamer and all these other, stuff, all these herbs. And so I was around all these healing chicks. And so I started to, just support her business. So I bought the yoni eggs.
Oh,
so I don't know. They come in sets of 3. It's like a small, medium, and large. So I think I bought 5. It looks like I got 5.
Put it up there and hold it. So put up there and hold it. Then after you put them up there, after you get used to holding them and walking around, then you're supposed to start moving them. You're supposed to be able to turn that thing around with your cushy muscle.
Damn, the instructions didn't say that shit. Woo.
Yeah, the more you hold them in there, you exercise them muscles. You can do all kind of shit. Girl, look.
Okay, so I got
about women's body count is
3,
insane.
4, 5. Yeah, I got 5 sets of
Yoni
eggs. Yeah, I got 5 sets.
Yeah.
So that makes 5 times 3. That's 15.
Me needs to not worry about women's body counts. That's the day.
Yeah. My husband is what's the word? I don't know. I'm trying to be nice and what's the word? My husband is been blessed and highly favored. So I don't bother with these type of things.
Yeah, boo.
Huh?
I said, child, please, you better use that shit and girl, look.
Girl, I use some shit like that. It won't get in no more. Okay. No.
Oh, he gotta get it properly wet.
I'm talking about I'm talking about using all this, trying to get it all super, nah.
It's not just to get it, not just to small it up, it's to make you the more mobile. I told you you can flip that egg around. If you can flip that egg around, imagine what those muscles can do to a penis.
We'll talk off camera. Okay. Look. We'll talk off camera, Queen.
Okay.
We'll talk off camera.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't need none of this shit.
I don't need none of this. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I'm gonna get the camera and we gonna do OnlyFans called Steffi Pussy.
You.
Yeah, me, myself, and I.
Oh, okay. You talking about multiple queens? Okay, I was gonna say, don't put me in there.
Me, myself, and I, all of us together is gonna help these motherfuckers get what they've been looking for, and maybe they'll go ahead and leave me alone.
I would love to offer a service to help people to set some priorities, like just top 5 priorities. I feel like that would take a lot of people a long ways. I think a lot of people have come to YouTube and they're using it as a supplement. Like I come on to, like, when I'm bored or I'm taking a break, I've been working really hard, I've been doing something, I will come on YouTube for 5 or 10 minutes to take a break or to laugh or giggle. Today, man, girl, let me tell you, I saw the funniest shit today. Do you know there's a white man who took his ass into a bar and he had the nerve to call all these black people nigger? Do you know what they did to him, Queen?
They beat his ass.
Not only did they beat his ass, they warned him first. Then they took him outside, it looks like. They snatched his fucking clothes off.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yes, honey. They snatched his fucking clothes off, throwed him on the ground. I don't know where the bats, batons, and poles came from.
Oh, damn.
But the police said that they beat every every portion of his body. They left no stone unturned. They beat his feet. They beat his legs. They beat him everywhere. Okay. Well, and then when they got
whoop a light skin child ass, you gotta whoop their feet.
Girl, they beat his ass. They beat all of him. They got videos of that beating him, and they wasn't done when they beat him naked on the ground. They wore his ass out. But that's not the worst part. When they got done, they throw beer all over his drunk ass.
Ooh.
Yes.
I bet he ain't gonna call nobody else to me.
He ain't going to no juke joint, predominantly black. I don't know what makes these people think that, like, oh, I'm in Trump time, I can just act a fool. I don't know where people get this idea. When you see Southern Black people and we get along with Southern white people, that's because we understand what the whole fuck it is. Okay? That politeness is in lieu of dragging the whole fuck out of each other. And it can happen at any time.
At any time. At any moment. Anybody can get it.
Anybody can get it.
Don't leave. Because everybody froggy.
Okay? In the South, it don't take a lot. Because we got cousin crews and family clans and shit like that. And God forbid you hit one, you didn't hit them all. We already know. All. And when you see somebody get that beat down and it's a whole group of people whipping one person's ass, you say they must have hit somebody's family.
Yep, all them cousins came to beat your ass.
The cousins. If they call the cousins coming. Okay. And in small towns, in small Southern towns, you got people, especially rural people, they call everybody their fucking cousin. They don't have no blood relation, but they've been knowing each other for so long and so close. You hit
one, black people.
Huh?
That's just black people.
What'd you say?
I said that's just black folk.
Yeah, that is black folk, but I'm talking about, I got lots of friends, a lot of my girlfriends, I love them to death, but if somebody said, you know, hey, you gonna bust so-and-so in their head for your friend, I ain't finna fight for everybody. I'm not finna get in no scrap for everybody. But what did they have? They had was it down on the Mississippi? They already had the motherfucking
the Mississippi Broad. Yeah. They made my soul smile. That was great. Yeah.
Warrior Princess.
And then found out that it was a black person that invented the folding chair. Praise be the ancestors. Yeah.
No.
Praise to the ancestors. Okay. Beat their ass with that goddamn chair. Yay!
Girl.
Lord. Ancestors said, I gave you a weapon for any situation that you may need.
You can use that shit anywhere. You can take that on the plane, a train, or automobile. But look, I own about 300 of them same white folded chairs, so that shit was hilarious. Hey, what's up, creator? I think we made
your ass beat with a chair.
Girl, and that's an insult. That is such an insult to get your ass beat by a chair. Somebody crack that shit over your fucking back, okay? Over your fucking back.
I'm gonna put this with that chair, baby. That was great.
Today is a Friday service. I made a thumbnail, but the shit did not work. So I just have my little hugging bears up there. But yeah, I made a thumbnail. So that's what I'm gonna do every Friday. I'm gonna ask people to come forth and give their confessions. I gave mine earlier. Queen gave hers. She didn't gave two. She said she is about to embark upon a third service for confession, creator. You have to free your soul. We got to start being real around here. People need to start telling it. Tell on your damn self. Set your soul free. And I told her I had a meltdown today. I had an ADHD attack. Right? I had an ADHD attack. And I fuck around and got stuck in my ADHD for 2 hours and very unproductive. Okay? Excuse me. Hold on a second. Let me cough.
I want a soda. Lord knows my fat. I said I want a soda. Lord knows my fat head don't need it, but I sure want it. I took a whole Gatorade out the refrigerator and forgot to bring it up here with me.
Ain't nothing but a little trek on down there.
Then I gotta put some clothes on. I'm not trying to do that.
Are you naked?
What are you talking about? I'm in my bed.
Queen.
What?
You got a sparkle in your eye. You
sparkle? I have a sparkle in my eye? What's in my eye?
You said you're in your bed and you don't want to get out.
No, I don't want to get out of my bed.
Because you don't have...
Because I've been up since 11 o'clock last night.
Okay, so you got clothes on.
I beat that with her.
But I see you got pearls on still.
Of course. We
She like, I got nothing on but pearls. All right then.
Like,
We
Gotta
have
have your purse.
girl. Look, we got a confessor. Come on to the stage.
I'm not
Hey, girl.
confessing. I got nothing to confess. You got your. But
You
no,
gotta. You gotta
I
confess.
need to be confess to what? I need to do my hair, but I don't feel like it. You need to do something. That's what
Oh, there we go. You said confess. I'm gonna take your thing. Here we go. Let's
What you
erase it. Let's do it like this. Confessions, right?
Uh-huh. We need to confess. Creative, what you been up to? Confess. Tell it. What you been up to?
what I've been up to. I cleaned my yard, y'all. It
There
took
you
me
go.
like a couple of hours. But you know, like all the weeds and stuff. Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Okay.
I don't even know if I could. And I still got to finish cut down the tree.
So how long you been out there working?
I did a lot. I cleaned. I'm gonna turn the phone around, but I did a lot. I like got everything out, but I'm trying to move a tree to another spot and relocate another tree. Let me see. See. So this right here is the lemon tree. I'm trying to move this lemon tree because it's against the fence, right? And I want to move it to over here.
And then
I want to take. Yeah, then I want to take this tree from here and put it over there in that other spot.
Let me see where the lemon tree. Let me see the bottom of the lemon tree. Is the roots in the ground?
Yeah.
Oh, you can't just pick him up like that then.
They
right?
said that you got to put like 2 pots of water, like a couple of buckets of water to loosen the roots, make it very loose.
I would assume the roots would be like 2-3 feet deep in the ground.
I mean, this tree is like 10 years old. I planted this when I first got this place.
Why you got to move them though? Why do you want to move? Why don't you just get another lime tree and put over there?
Because they got a dog over here on the other side of the yard, and sometimes the dog here be blowing into the tree. Excuse me, be messing up the tree, like, because you know the tree be getting like little critters and stuff. Is that it? Yeah.
So you saying the dog is messing with the tree?
Not the dog messing with the tree, but the sometimes the dog pee and and stuff. So if I can't really maintain the tree how I want to, because sometimes I can't even water it because I'm gonna water into the neighbor's yard.
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense? Yeah.
It's cool. It's cool. But you know what? You're so lucky that you got like citrus and shit. I would love to have a lemon tree, but that shit'll die in Georgia, you know?
Then I gotta cut this tree down.
No, it won't.
I gotta finish cut this.
In the house.
I had neighbors with lemon and lime trees.
Was it in the ground?
Yeah, it was in the ground.
Oh wow. What kind of tree is that, Creator?
This was like a regular pine tree that I had cut it down earlier. You see it here?
You said regular palm tree.
It's a palm tree. I had to get on the ladder and I cut it down. But now I gotta finish the job. But I need a bigger saw to do this because that's where I'm at. So but yeah, I cleaned all the weeds from in the side of my yard. But that's it.
You need to do it. Did you do a before and after picture?
I should, but
oh, you didn't know? Okay, you didn't start it before. You have to. Yeah, you got to do.
No, I didn't do. I got to do that.
Okay.
I just wanted it to get it done because I want to start my growing season like you have, right?
Oh, you didn't start your vegetables yet?
Huh?
You didn't start any fruits or vegetables yet?
No, but tell me why I went to go see a potential client. I knocked on her door. Whatever, they wasn't interested. But she gave me a tree and she gave me some collard greens. She said this is an olive tree right here.
Yeah. You growing olives. It's planted.
And then she said this tree. Yeah. She gave me the whole pot and everything. And then she gave me some collard greens.
Nice.
You see that?
Nice. So are you gonna do some beds or something like raised bed? You know, Queen, she's a gardener too.
I have 2 raised beds that I gotta put together. I'll make that tomorrow. Cause tonight I'm supposed to be going out with my friends. So tomorrow I'm gonna be sitting down here trying to build 2 garden beds.
Love it, love it. Yeah, everybody's getting into gardening. I think people at this time, we so modern and so technology driven. I feel like people are trying to do their best to get back to something like, a little bit more natural, a little more hands in the dirt. We just gotten so far away. We don't even see kids play outside, so
That's true. Yeah.
everybody's getting into gardening. So you have to have some kind of confession, something
What's my
juicy.
confession? I don't know. Something
Something
really
juicy.
juicy. I can't share those details. I shared the
It
juicy
ain't
stuff on my
you can
channel.
water it down. You can water it down.
I can't do that here.
You can water it down. You
Y'all
gotta tell her
don't
your
get
damn
me in
self.
trouble.
Huh?
Y'all try to get me in trouble.
No.
What's that? I don't really have. Do I have a confession? I don't know. Okay, I have one. So currently I'm not dating. I'm not interested in dating. Or I'm not really interested in relationships.
You are not interested. How long has this been going on in dating? How long?
I've been having this feeling for like a year. Maybe because I had a lot of disappointments, but like to me, like, but like now I'm starting to get interested. Before I wasn't really interested because I was like, what's the purpose of dating a guy? To me, before I would be like, all these men, they don't even treat women good and all this. But then I had to watch some videos and I had to see like men treating women good, and I had to like, maybe I could have that. So I have some beliefs when it comes to relationships and dating that I need to figure
Rethink.
out. Yeah.
So you taking a break, not because anybody caused it or nothing particular happened. You just taking a break because you want to rethink
I've
your
had
mind.
some bad, like really. Let me tell you, this is another confession.
Okay, all right. I like that.
I was
Tell your damn self.
I was dating this guy, right? And I liked him, but I think I like the idea of him and us being in a relationship more than actually seeing him for what he is. And it got so bad that I was like, yo, we can't even have a relationship, yo. Let's just do friends with benefits, because you're not good at having conversations or nothing.
You don't like his conversation?
He doesn't. He's selfish. He just talks about himself, right? He don't even, he don't even ask, I don't know. That's how I just felt like, how you just have somebody that's just there,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't feel like I was a factor.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like a match. Are you looking for somebody to just kind of spend time with? Sometimes people just like to go to dinners with somebody or
No, I want somebody I could engage with. You tell me about your dreams, you tell me about your kids, we laugh, we have deep conversations, like we go on adventures. I want something like this. This person was.
So you want compatibility and somebody you actually admire and want to be around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can dig it. And I personally, I know what that feels like, to have like a real good connection. And like I always say, I dig my husband. Like I dig him. So like soon as something funny or something crazy happens, or good or bad or whatever, first thing I'm like, let me tell Niz. I gotta tell Niz, you know what I'm saying? And I always want to hear his spin on it, his laughter, or whatever the hell he gonna say. I told you so, So that vibe, I get you. The vibe of having somebody you really they get you and you get them. I get it. So these California niggas ain't measuring up, sound like. West Coast dudes is probably lame.
You think so?
You need a southern nigga. Get your southern nigga. Good Alabama.
Good Alabama.
Alabama. No, look at Queen's face. Queen, what? You don't like Alabama?
Alabama?
Mississippi? Georgia? How about in Atlanta? No, well, no, we need to forget Atlanta.
No, hell no. Atlanta.
That's why I said forget Atlanta. Okay, so we're gonna talk about Macon, Savannah.
Alabama before you go to Atlanta. Don't do that shit.
Macon, Savannah.
Mississippi, Alabama, they might be fucking straight. Shit.
Okay, Macon,
Wait, I
Savannah.
did date a Southern guy. This is a joke. So tell me why we went on a date. He came and he picked me up, and this dude had like some gold teeth. Like the whole front of his teeth was all gold. And I was just like, yikes. And then he had a charger, right?
That's the right
So
car for gold teeth. Yeah.
that's the right car. So
For
the two
gold
of them, he
teeth.
had a gold chain and everything. But he's like 40, I think maybe even 45 or something.
What you think,
But
Queen?
anyway, I met him on a dating app, right? So we went out on a date, and to me, he wasn't a good match to begin with because, I mean, those things are nice, but they shouldn't make you. I feel like his car, his teeth, and his chain, he wanted that to speak for him than him, like, actually being, like actually having actually being like having charisma, actually having conversation, actually, like he was just stiff.
So he wanted to be like a caricature of something. Just
Yeah. And then I
damn.
was asking him, then I sat down, we went to a okay restaurant. It was pretty good. And I was asking him about his dating experience, because he didn't ask me any questions, right? So that was like odd. So then I started asking him, like, what about your previous dating experience? He just told me, basically, he dated women in the past that he never vetted. Some of them were crazy. Some of them were delusional. He dated a woman that was married with 2 kids, and he didn't find out till they was like 8, almost 10 years in their marriage.
Dang.
When they was about to get married. So I looked at him like this dude don't vet women. He just looking for somebody who got a box so he could have a box at home.
Now you got experience with online dating. I tried a matchmaking service right when I broke up with my ex-boyfriend. And I ended up meeting I had set my bar like very high, supposedly. And I had put in, I don't want anybody except a Black lawyer and all this other shit. I was very, very specific, like almost anal, like crazy with it. And Toronto, this dude is from Toronto. So he flew to Atlanta to meet me after, I don't know. I'm doing a confession. He flew to meet me after probably about 2 months talking. And I mean, we was on the phone constantly. And I went into it like, I'm looking for a husband and I don't want nobody to talk to me if you're not trying to actually be married and da da da. And he was a bit older than me. And I told him, I said, if you come from Toronto, so first of all, he's a Jamaican Caribbean guy. And the pictures he sent me told me he was a boxer. Okay. And the pictures he sent me, they were hazy. But we had the best time. I honestly literally like fell in love with this persona. And he was like highly educated. He was a civil rights lawyer in Toronto. And he had all this stuff going for him. I interviewed him. I know women not supposed to do that, but I was like, you got investments, you got this, you got that, you got house, blah, 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 blah. I was asking all his business. But of course, it's in between having great conversation. And I was like, I like the degrees, I like the education. We had all kind of like, heart-to-heart talks. And hey, girl, hey, Venus, it's confession today. Get your confession ready. So I'm telling my confession now, how I ended up being an online lover. Okay. That was short-lived. Y'all listen, he came to Atlanta. I told him, I said, this is the thing. I don't play myself. I said, I'm not about to have no sex with you, dude. Like nothing. You can stay at my place. You're going to be on the couch and I'll be in the bed and you're not going to touch me. We're not going to hug. We're not going to do shit. And if you don't understand that, you can get you a hotel room. I believe in Southern hospitality, but you don't touch me. Don't even try. I like you and everything, but don't come down here thinking just because you brought your ass all the way from Toronto that you go, I know how dudes do. They be thinking, man, she just saying that, she gonna, nah, Negro, I mean that shit. So I was, and the sad thing is I was so in love with the person, at least in my mind. I was like, I think I done found a husband. That's what I was thinking. And I was like, all we got to do is meet. Girl, how about he showed up with a pot belly? He was quite short. He has said he had long dreads, girl. They was this long. Let me see my finger. Them motherfuckers was this long, and they was like, what you call it? We call them sports. This shit right here. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
They were just like this. This is dreads that you had for a long time. He just had all these little. Okay, and not only that, he smelled like Brut, B-R-U-T. That is a green bottle of cologne that stinks like hell. It smells like pine trees and something else. Evergreen.
How old was he?
This was my mistake. He was like, I was 20, I think I was 26.
He sound like he's 50. He was, right? I swear. The way you described it to the T.
But girl, the worst part, I'm showing him around. I'm driving my car, my little Volkswagen. And what is the part? I told him I'll pick you up from Starbucks. Girl, when I rode up on him, because he came from the airport, and I rode up on him, I saw and I looked and I was like, that cannot be him. That's not a boxer. That's not athletic. That's not that picture. And he was standing there with luggage. And part of me was like, I should just drive and keep going. But there's a part of me that's like, what would you have done? What would you have done?
Nah, I don't know. Based on my experience, I would have drove off. But anyway.
You came all the way from Toronto.
Right? But
away from Toronto. You can't do that. You can't
shit. Nah, we stop. But yeah.
You can't be a stranger.
But I'm a nice person. Yeah, but I'm a nice person. But I would have picked him up. I would have picked him up and took him to somewhere.
I would have left his ass right there, sir. I don't know you. Who are you? Stranger danger.
Listen, I had something like that, and I took them to my house. But anyway, because I had an extra room. But but don't do that. But I'm just saying, right? Like, you know, you want to make sure that they okay, because the last thing you. I feel bad. I be feeling responsible. You know, I be feeling responsible because they came out to see me. So I feel responsible.
You better be responsible for himself.
I know, but I want to make sure he's okay. Last thing I want to do is have that on my conscience. So
Queen, think about that, Queen. Look at what you're saying. You saying that he said, okay, I'll see you at Starbucks at so-and-so address at 5:00 when I get off the plane. You driving your car, you see him, and you don't like the way he looked, even though you done fell in love with the personality on the phone. So you telling me you basically gonna spin the block, and how you gonna feel the rest of the night knowing he's sitting there still? How you gonna feel?
Yeah, I ain't gonna give a fuck. What are you talking about?
You ain't that.
If you didn't tell the truth about what you look like, that's not my problem.
She cold.
You have no feelings, nothing. You don't feel nothing.
No. What?
You
said this is cold, me. Right? I'm gonna be here at this time, and when I pulled up and I didn't see you, that means you didn't show up.
You was cold.
That's cold. Do you know what this is, creator?
Let me see.
Do you know what it is?
What is that?
It's got a string on it.
I don't know. What is that?
Yoni.
Oh, Yoni. I have a whole bunch of those. Look, I got one right here.
What?
What? I didn't know about that. I got
Girl, I did. I'm talking over her head.
But now I use them. I use them as what I use them as like a pendant when you ask questions. That's what I use them as.
Oh wow!
See, Queen talking about you need to put that thing in there and twist it around and all this. So she talking nasty.
You gotta make the muscles work.
I ain't never. I got a whole bunch of them.
They should give you like 3 sizes.
I got a whole bunch of them.
Okay.
A lot of different. Yeah, I got 3 sizes.
I got like 2 or 3. You're supposed to start off with the big one and move on to the small one.
Yeah, get the flipping it around and moving it and all that good stuff.
Yeah. See, Queen.
And you have all their money.
She a nasty woman.
I don't be doing that. Sometimes I used it in my 20s. When I'm in my late 20s, I was using that, then I stopped.
Did you feel like you got some results from them?
Yeah. Did I tell you? I think lately, I think I've been healing. My body's been healing. I feel like what's that stuff that be on your uterus that they be saying be growing?
Endometriosis?
Yeah, I feel like I passed something out during my period.
That's cool.
So I'd be like, if your stomach is really, really big, maybe you should, I don't know. I had heavy periods for like 2, 3 months, and then after I passed that out, my stomach was a little bit flatter. So
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, my husband's best friend, she had to have a surgery. She had a lot of stuff. I don't know what you call it. They call them not tumor. It's another word?
Fibroid.
Fibroids. She had
fibroid,
fibroids.
yeah.
And
That's
once
what
they
it was.
removed
I think
that,
I passed one of those out.
she's skinny. And by the time they removed them, honey, her stomach was flat as fuck. But she had been looking like she was 2, 3 months pregnant for a long time, but it was fibroids. And so, but yeah, she had to heal from that whole process. But yeah. And so I got do you have a coochie steamer?
I had one of those. They stopped working. But I do. I had all those things. Yoni steamer.
Natural bitches, natural bitches and shit. That's what we be having, right?
Yeah.
What you talking about is nice, Bronzeberg. What's nice? You like them eggs, Bronzeberg, with your nasty ass?
I do. I have a Yoni steamer.
He just came back.
Yeah, he got excited when he seen them eggs. He was like, "Ooh, them eggs, where they been?"
Not where they been.
Shit,
Where
on my
you seen them
table in a fucking bowl.
A bowl of eggs, huh?
I told you I was just bought them to support my friend's business. So I bought 5.
Now we stay here talking. You know what I've noticed since I've been like healing and stuff? I noticed that I smell sweeter down there too.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Smells sweeter.
Mm-hmm.
You mean when you
they
say
got
healing?
that incense called sweet pussy.
What you said?
It's an incense called sweet pussy.
Oh, incense. You know what? That was one of the things that was a little bit strange to me when I'll go back to talked about the date guy. I forgot about him because we got to start talking about some coochie but eggs. But that was one of the things that was strange to me when I went to meet my ex-husband's family. My mother-in-law decided she was going to do some kind of sexual training of me on some West African shit. Yeah. Isn't that
Let's
strange?
hear it. Go ahead.
Well, the first thing is she took me to this lady and she had the lady customize something called jellies. And you know what that is, Queen. That's the waist beads.
Oh yeah.
But they're fertility beads. And I think we had been married for a year. So I think when I came, she was like, "Oh, we got to get this on the road." She had no idea this feminist bitch right here is going to school, and that ain't in the cards. So she proceeded to try to, I guess, give me what she felt was going to lead to some high levels of fertility training and all this other stuff. So that's one of the things. Then she went and had this lady make this thing. It's in West Africa. I forgot what they call it, but it's like a net. It looks like a net. And it's the African version of lingerie, like Fredericks Hollywood. But it's like a net. And it mostly goes around your waist. So you wear that thing first. And she had that fitted on me. And then she had the lady make these big, thick beads. And she was showing me how when you're moving, they make this noise. And she was telling me that men enjoy when their wife walks past, they make their waist, make this sound. And that is like to African men, that is a call to, you understand. And then the other thing that she did is she was showing me I'm bringing it up because you're talking about it, Queen.
I'm talking about what?
The incense. You said sweet pussy incense.
Yeah.
And so that's one thing. She took me into the room and she told me to put on that thing, the net. And I put on the net and then she put on some incense, like a charcoal. And then she had me stand over it. And I was just like, what the whole hell are we doing here? And so I think she had me stand there for like what, maybe like 10 minutes. It wasn't like sitting down, it was just standing above.
Yeah.
And that was very, very interesting because I want to say my coochie hair smelled like that incense forever, like for a long time.
Mm.
But these were the layers of I guess you would say the Kama Sutra of Africa or some shit she was doing with me.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. But I was gonna say back to that guy. I spent that weekend. We have tried to take him to the Martin Luther King Center, and he was going to sleep the whole time. Everywhere I was driving, like this is this and that's that, and he was going to sleep. He was going to fucking sleep. So he had narcolepsy. Creative.
Yeah,
Do you understand how unattractive that is? You be talking to a man, engage.
Yeah, so like
you went past me when he was 50. I don't even know what you was doing with him.
Girl,
she got older than me.
A 50 and a 20-year-old, that's no match right there.
I have
like older than me.
See, that's the difference. I have this sexual fetish. I have a serious sexual fetish for older men. But it's a fetish. I had to learn the difference. It's a fetish. That means it's only good for a session. You know what I'm saying? A session. It can only be good for that. It cannot be a life partner of mine. It cannot, because I gotta be mentally, you see what I'm saying? So I have a sexual attraction to older men. It's a fetish. I ain't gonna go into it because then people gonna know too much. I'm just gonna be quiet. I'm done.
I remember when I was like, how old was I? Like 19, 20, and I was dating this guy who was like 28. And I said that was like the worst dating experience ever.
He was too old. He was too old.
He was too old, and he used to like treat me like really bad, like, you know. It was just weird. That dude was just weird. I think it was him. He was just very weird. And then 10 years later, I see him again.
And how was he 10 years later? How was he 10 years later?
He was in the States, and I think I gave him a stank look when I looked at him because I don't know, because he just disgusted. Like, he was dating me, but he had like a whole fiance or something, and I didn't know about it until he talked about it.
So he was a double timer.
Imagine somebody telling you you're 20 years old. My fiance knows about you. She knows about you. Why the fuck? What the fuck?
Oh, he was trying to have an open poly relationship, it sounds like.
I don't know, but I wasn't doing it.
Right. You're not, but he was definitely trying to set it up for that. Interesting. Yeah. And I always told people I'm a polygamist, so I don't. Oh, Queen's gone. I'm a polygamist, so I don't give a fuck. People be thinking I'm like, you're gonna be ashamed when people find out she's a polygamist. No, I'm not. I'm not ashamed at all.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to do any of that, and I gave him a stank look, and he was like, so we were both in the military, so I didn't want to talk to him. I didn't like him. I used to just be like, hey, and just like, awkward hey, and just walk away. And I guess since I didn't give him my attention, I wasn't like, oh my God, all over him. He went and like tried to talk to my chain of command and try to say some bad things about me.
Oh, he gonna use job retaliation? That shit's weak. That shit's weak, man. The fuck out of here. You get your feelings hurt. You gonna go tell the lead officer. Man, fuck out of here. But do you think that you've had somebody's at some point personality that you really like meshed with really, really nicely? Have you met that yet? Like an ideal, like y'all just vibe, you same level. Have you?
When I was in high school.
Nah, they don't count. I'm talking about like you've been doing online dating.
Okay,
yeah, you've been doing online dating. You got to have somebody. And see, that's the thing. I can't do.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I did have two of them. One of them I overlooked the whole, like, he didn't have his own place, or he was trying to get set up, and he said that he was staying with his mom or whatnot or something like that, and I overlooked it because we had great chemistry or whatnot. But like that was really bad. But we had really good chemistry. Like we was good around each other. But sometimes he would feel like he was inadequate. And I guess it's
Good.
that feeling because he doesn't have, all his own and thing. And me being with me, he see me, I have my own. And then then when I took him to my property, then I really,
Oh Lord, yeah, he was like he really feeling a little. But what
I
was
should
his
have never did
excuse?
that.
What was his reason and what was his excuse of why he did not have adequate like stuff for a grown ass man? What was his reason?
Well, first and foremost, he told me when he was younger, he used to do bad stuff. That relationship is really toxic. And I was just like, why the fuck would I date him? And then I found out he had a daughter. His daughter was 16, which was not, whatever. She's 16. She's already here. You have a daughter. Congratulations. I
How old
I
was he
was
when he
okay
had
with
her?
that.
How old was he when
Huh?
he had her? How old was he when he
That's
had her?
the thing. Listen to the story. His daughter came over to my house and I had my cards. I was doing tarot cards and I was shuffling and we was just messing around. And I guess his daughter had something or I don't know what happened, but she was talking about her mom and this. And I was like, your mother's doing everything for you, like your mother been taking care of you, you know. So then
Mm.
and then the dad was like, "Oh, I stopped talking to her because, she be on her own thing." And then I was asking her, and I was like, she asked me how old I was. And I think at the time I was like 30, right? And then she was like, "Oh, my mom is the same age as you." And I was like, "What? Your mom is the same age as me?
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck do you mean your mom is the same age as me?" Yeah. Everything just got silent. Right? And I think she was 15. She was 15 or 16. And I was like, what? And then I
Mm-hmm.
had to sit there and do the math. 30 minus 15. And then you got to take away a year because you got to be pregnant for a year.
Right.
Yo,
Right.
I was sitting there like he was messing with this girl when she was 13 or 14 years old.
So you did the math and that ain't adding up. And yeah, that means yeah. And see, that's what men do when I was tell my girls all the time.
And he was
That's what
21. He was 21 messing with a girl that was
14.
14.
That's what they do. Where's my book? I can't find my fucking book. I got a book called Why Men Love Bitches. And I used to
Yeah,
pass
that's
this.
the one I was making videos on. And I
Yeah.
was just so disgusted. Like that night, and I think he went to the car because he knew I felt some kind of way, and he went to the car and he was crying. But I don't care. That was just and for you, and you know what? And for him to talk about how he didn't like her because of this and that. And I turned around and I told her, like, you need to give your mother grace. Your mother was your age when she had you,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
I
But
don't
yeah,
even
it's a lot of dudes that they want to deal with underage, younger women because they shit ain't right, And I wouldn't be trying to hear nothing. Like the reason why I haven't gotten that no. And people try to say, women are too picky and that. No, that's called red fucking flags. Red fucking flags. Because if you're dragging you down, then what are you gonna do to me? Drag me down. You can't lift me up. You can't lift yourself up. And so you just unqualified. It's a whole lot of unqualified motherfuckers out here trying to be in relationships. And this is what I got. I got a book called Right Magic. WRITE, Right Magic. I don't know if I have it here. But one of the things the book talks about is it says you need to put down your ambitions and your hopes on paper, right? And so, in order for women, in my opinion, to be logical and stay logical, because what happens is we get in our feelings and we start compromising. We start telling ourselves, oh, that's okay. That's okay. When I don't really like that and that's not ideal, but that's okay, right? I think that women, we need to write a fucking list and it needs to be extensive, like 100, and then put the top 10 are non-fucking compromise. You see what I'm saying? And then the most petty, useless shit you put towards like number 99 and 100. Like one thing about me is I was like, whatever man I end up with, he gonna do my pedicures and my manicures. That's just gonna be his responsibility. You know what I'm saying? And that's a petty thing, but that's a desire. because you have to know and be really clear on what you want so you don't compromise. And so what happens is, like, say number 13 is, I want a man who has a good relationship with his mother. And you're looking at it like, well, this is good and that's good and all these other things are good. And then you realize, like, I hate my mama. I can't stand my mama, right?
Yeah.
And you know why it's important for a man to have respect and love his mother.
Yeah, to a certain point, but like his like that dude was like, I think his mother was attached to him or something, because she was like on his hip, like.
Well, I don't mean a mama's boy, but I'm just saying sometimes we have certain ideals that we want. Like, this is something special and important to me in a man. And because there's other things there that we like, we'll compromise the other stuff. I'm just saying, I think we should just be super, super picky. And then you have those top 10. It's just like, if you ain't exactly on the level with these top 10, then you're a no, like automatically. And then the next 10, you know, those are things that I'm not really trying to hear it. I'm not trying to hear no compromise on it. You know, so and as you go down the list.
That's why I just stopped online dating for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
But I did date this other guy. He was in the military. He wasn't too bad, right? But he used to play the game. It was during COVID, and he was a nice guy. He had a son. Yeah, I'm dropping all my confessions today.
I'm listening. Look, I'm listening. So he had a son. How old is his son?
He had a son, but his son lived in Las Vegas. And so he was dating me. I had a son. And we was talking on the phone for a good while, and we had good conversations, and he was telling me about his mom, their problems, and we was like lovey-dovey on the phone a whole lot.
Okay, so what happened with him?
What happened with him was, I think it's my fault, it's both of our faults. So I take full responsibility also. Okay, so what happened was I had left to go to New York because I was going on like a mini vacation because I had finally left the service. So I had got like an Airbnb in New York, and I had invited all my friends and my family. And we was going to party because it was my best friend's birthday, and we was going to make drinks and stuff. So yeah, I had did that. I had got an Airbnb and flew me and my son out to New York. And at the time we were talking, and he would before he would tell me that, oh, he don't want nothing serious. He's not dating seriously like that, and this, that, and the third. And I was like, okay, you're saying this, but then you say this,
your
but then you do different. Exactly. But then you calling me and you telling me this, and so which one is it? So I get to New York, and my friend was like, oh, let's we should start dating guys out here. Because my friend, she be encouraging me to go date too.
Date New York guys?
So I was dating some guys in Brooklyn. So I was out there.
Lord. Don't date New York guys. They're no good.
That's not true. I don't believe that. But like
they talk rough, and they just
not all of them. Some of them, they have conversations.
Girl, stop. I can't.
But I was out there and I was like texting a couple of them, and then this one guy was texting me, and he said he knew me from high school and he always had a crush on me or whatnot. And I was like, that is fucking weird, because I go through that.
I still don't understand what happened with this dude. Like, did you just be like,
you. All right, I'll tell you. So I started dating that guy in New York, and the dude from Cali, he kept calling me while I'm on vacation. So he kept calling me while I'm on vacation and tell me why. Every time he called me, it's a 3-hour time difference. And it was one time I didn't like pick up when he called me. And he got mad, and he was like, are you dating other people while you out there? Are you dating other people?
What'd you say? You tell him the truth or no?
I told him the truth. I said yes.
And then what'd he say?
He was like, I can't believe
you're crying like a bitch, or he just
I am so mad. Blah blah blah. And then he saw me out with my family, and he was like, shit, I need to go see my family. So he go take a trip to Las Vegas too. Anyway, It was just all bad. And then it was during Valentine's Day, and I was telling him Happy Valentine's Day, like, let's just get through this. And he was like, why are you telling me Happy Valentine's Day? We not cool like that. You don't say that to somebody. And I was just like, yo, I don't know what to say. And that was the end of that.
So y'all just stopped talking? Just fizzled out.
Yeah.
Because you told the truth. You told the truth and shamed the devil. And okay, so would you say a lot of your relationships, they kind of like, it's like explore and then fizzle? Is it kind of like that? Explore, fizzle? It's not explore, explode. It's explore, fizzle. With your online experiences.
For mine, yeah. Explore and then it fizzled.
Mm-hmm. That broke my heart. And I said I would never again try. I mean, not really. Like I'm not no punk ass, I ain't no punk ass like bitch crying and laying around depressed and no shit like that. I'm not that. But I had really invested because I had spent so much time like narrowing it down. Like I gotta have an attorney. He's got to be this. He's got to be that. And I think I do well with African men. Like that. African men are kind of my preference. West African men, Nigerian, particularly. And so I was like, okay, Caribbean.
I got a joke about that because I went on a date with a guy like that and he pissed me off.
A Nigerian or African?
I don't know. I was telling one of my friends, like, I don't really like these African guys like that.
Nah, man, African men are they got some shit going on, girl. They got some
of
shit
them are okay. Maybe I need to date somebody a little bit older. So I went and I dated somebody who was like 26. I don't know why.
No.
Why did I do that?
No. You gotta date African men who are no, ma'am. You gotta date African men who are like either serious as fuck at 35 and up.
You're right.
And they already got like the cardiologist. You know what I'm saying? They already a cardiologist. Yeah. They already are X, Y, and Z. This guy was already an attorney, had been practicing for a long time. And so I had been so specific. And I was like, okay. And I'm one of those people, I'm like very rational. So I was just like, I picked out all the right things because I'm very methodical. I'm not about all that falling in love shit. I just need to make sure that we like mentally connect, Like I actually think you have a functional fucking personality. Something that's not going to turn me off, I'm very functional. And what's the word? Oh, God, Lee. These niggas.
I got turned off. I think the guy, he said something to me. Like we was out and about and I told him my name, right? Because I was buying something and the lady was like, what's the name? And I told him my name. He was like, what kind of name is that? And I was like, this is my name. He's like, I got this type of name. I was like, okay. Like where I came from, I was colonized. Oh, good for you. Like, you think you better because you have an African name or something? Yo, I don't have the patience for like these people. I be bad. I be cussing them out sometimes on these dating apps.
Mm-hmm. Venus, you have been called forth. You have been called forth, Venus. Venus, you must come forth and you must confess. You know the confession. You've already done it, but you need to do it publicly so that you can free your soul. Venus, I'm calling you.
Venus said they were colonized too.
Right, they were. That's true. But
talking shit.
Girl, I cannot do it because I fell in love with the idea of who he was, and I had already did all my little narrowing it down, and I was just like, okay, it's just a matter of once we meet, this is going to be official because I'm not going to waste my time with all these bunch of different men. I did not want to expose myself and have to go through a lot. I don't know, maybe it's lazy as fuck of me and not very realistic, maybe, I don't know, but I just had a boyfriend of 5 years and my daddy said you not marrying this nigga. No, the answer is no. And so I was like, oh shit, I gotta start over. And so I was like, I guess I'll try. I was like, I was 26. I was like, I guess I'll try online dating. And so I think it wasn't even 6 months, it was 2 months. And he came, I think like month 2 or something like that. And then I met my husband shortly afterwards. I met him shortly afterwards, I believe. But girl, it was terrible. He came and he spent the night in my apartment, and he was a perfect gentleman. But it was just terrible because he didn't look like I thought he was gonna look. He had like a bald spot right here. Dreads with the big bald spot. That's not what you sold me, brother.
Is he older than you?
He was 54, that guy. The Toronto lawyer.
Oh no. That's
and I was
not
26.
That's the worst thing I ever heard. He came and he saw you.
It was horrible,
That's
girl.
bad.
But the fact that he kept falling asleep and he was like drifting off and shit constantly, like, you know.
I can't be with somebody I'm not attracted to. I'm sorry.
That's why and I had to wait. I was just like, oh, that's so sweet. You're so nice. I was still kind. I stayed the same personality. But honey, once he got on that plane, ooh, it was so tough because he got back home, and I was not going to be nasty and ruin it, right? And so I waited till he got back, and I was very nice. I didn't even let him know that I was totally turned off and that this was not going to work. So he goes away thinking, oh, this we've met and it's going to work. And I was thinking like, no, hell no, right? And so when he got back, he started calling me and stuff. I was just like, I'm kind of busy. It fizzled. And he was like, what happened? What changed? And I told him, I said, you didn't represent yourself exactly like you had told me. And so, yeah, I wasn't prepared. And so, no, I don't want to talk anymore and go forward. And then, honey, what was crazy, I think it was like 6 months later. You ain't gonna believe this. This is such a manosphere shit. He sent me a whole video of his wedding and his bridal pictures and all this and that. And it was a woman who was like, she's some kind of, I think, Filipino. You know what I mean? Like, look, I'm married now, not like, oh, she said she driving. Okay, Venus. She said she driving. I don't think he was trying to throw it in my face. I just think that he wanted me to know that
I was gonna say something bad. I was gonna say, yeah, he married her, but 6 months down the line, I don't know if it's gonna be alive. But
he got 2 kids. He proceeded the next 2 years to send me another email. Let me know he got 2 daughters back to back.
Was it? That's disgusting though. Like, why do you care? You're 54, and at the time you were 26. Like, dude, get a grip.
It sounds to me like he was. You said sounds to me like he was May. Sounds to you like he was what? He was what, Angelique? A waffle booty. What the hell is that? What's a waffle booty, y'all? You know, creator, what's a waffle booty?
I think they're talking about the Filipino girl.
Oh shit. Oh yeah. Add to the stage. Venus.
I got my boots on the ground.
How are you? What's going on, Venus?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear.
I just came up here to say that dude you was talking.
Mahogany. Huh?
That dude you was talking about that he went and had a Filipino wife. He got a pancake booty, girl. Ain't that what Peso called him?
Yep. He called him pancake. Yeah. Yeah. He did a waffle booty and pancake booty. I can't remember. Yeah, he talked shit.
Every time I hear that, it reminds me of coming to Africa. What do you like? Whatever you like. I like
whatever you like.
Right.
Whatever you want to do.
So yeah, I decided to start this on Fridays to have Friday confessions because people have been doing shit. They've been doing bullshit all week long, and getting away with it. And a confession is good for the soul. You got to start telling on yourself. Tell on your damn shit. So that's what this is. Friday service is allowing you opportunity to free your soul.
Stand on business.
Yeah, be
Go
real.
ahead, Venus. Go ahead.
I got a confession about this dude I used to date.
Uh-oh. Tell it.
Yeah. All right. He was fine as hell. I had to stay away from this, but I love dudes with dreads. I love them.
Oh, me too. I like dudes with dreads.
Infatuated with dudes with dreads, and don't let them be chocolate. Ooh.
Man.
So okay, it was this guy.
Go ahead.
Okay, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, it was this guy.
Yes.
He worked at a grocery store, and I used to go there at night. He worked third shift, and I always would shop at night to get my groceries. And I know I wasn't the only girl looking at him because he is so fine. He used to wear this cologne and stuff. So I stalked him for like 3 months. I would deliberately come up there just to look at him. And his dress was always down his butt. He was just gorgeous. I'm gonna tell you who he looked like. He looked like Lauryn Hill baby daddy, Ronnie Marley.
Stephen Rowan Marley. Okay.
Girl, yeah. Oh, girl, he looked just
he is fine. He's fine.
Split image of him, the way he built everything. And so anyway, one day I came up there and he was like, yeah, I be seeing you up here, because I had needed help in the checkout lane. And I did that purposely too. And then we struck up a conversation. We exchanged numbers. Then we got real cool after that. And I really started liking him.
Okay.
But girl, like I would say the third time after us meeting, he was like, hey, this kind of a rough time for me. Do you got $20? I was like, right. So I was like, I gave it to him, but then I went home.
Why did you give it to him?
Girl, I wanted to.
Women, we don't give him money.
No, I gave it to him, but
$20. It's supposed to be the other way around.
I was gonna cut him off. I went home and I called my cousin and I called my friend. I said, "Girl, it's over." He asked me for $20, and they both was like, "Oh, girl, he's so fine. Like, it's okay. It's just $20." And I said, "Nah, ain't no man got no business asking for no $20. That is such a turn
Exactly.
off." And they was like, "Oh, but so what? Like, just have fun with him. He's just somebody to kick it with. You ain't trying to husband him up or nothing like that. He's just somebody to kick it with." Which I'm like a old school type of person. I'm like a guy.
Don't that make your coochie dry? The fact that he gonna ask you for money again?
It does, wasn't it?
I was completely turned off. But then I was at this phase in my life, like, okay, I'm picking the wrong guys. Maybe you know how you just be like, I don't know, you just be vulnerable. So I was thinking, like, am I thinking too hard about this? Or I don't know. I was convincing myself, even though deep down inside, I'm like, nah, ain't no man got no business asking no woman. Especially he didn't even really know me like that. Like, you don't have any friends or family to ask for $20. Right. So, we proceeded, and it was so many red flags. Like, this dude was saying, like, he never invited me to his house, and he had a good
I just got one question. Was the sex worth it? Was the sex good?
Girl, I'm about to get to it, creative. Oh my God.
Right. Go ahead. We listening. We waiting for that part. Go ahead.
Okay. So he never invited me to his house, and his excuse was that he got a daughter, and him and his daughter stay with the aunt, and she 80 years old, and she real funny about having company because she's so old. That's a good story, ain't it?
Yeah.
Cause so I'm like, I know how old people are. Yeah, they do be funny about people being in their house, and he would always he had a truck, but it was raggedy. So sometime it worked, sometime it didn't. So whenever we wanted to kick it, if his truck wasn't working, he'd just be like, well, just come get me or whatever. And I would always drop him right back off in front of his house. So, girl, I finally got the ding dong, and it was the best sex I have ever had.
Thank the Lord.
Oh my gosh, it was so amazing. Like, this dude aimed to please. He aims to please. That is the kind of guy he is.
But you said that broke dick is good dick, huh?
Girl, the broke dick the best. I didn't know it at the time.
I had some too. You know what I mean?
It's the best. Girl, I didn't even know what to do with myself. Like,
She's telling the truth.
Yes, I mean, and now mind you, now just picture he got a body like Rowan, whatever his name is, Ronnie Marley, real built legs, built. I mean, he looked like a piece of art.
Oh,
yes,
Okay.
dreads always there, and he had that rough voice, that deep voice. And,
no,
my God.
girl, stop.
Okay.
I'm telling you, like, and we was like obsessed with one. Like, I love reggae music and stuff like that. We would go to reggae
Could he
concerts.
dance though? Could he dance?
Everything. He was the total package, but he ain't really had no money.
Broken.
He was the total. As
But
far
he could
girl,
work on that, right? He could work
oh
on
girl,
that.
wait a minute. Yeah, I ain't done, honey.
But
We would go to reggae concerts, and I'm telling you, it was like all eyes on me because they looking at him like, oh my gosh, she with him. I mean, he was that fine. So, one thing led to another. I just started. The vibe wasn't all the way there. Like, I just noticed. Like, I remember one time I picked him up. This nigga came out of a tree. I swear he did. He was like, "Pick me up. Go on this street and just stay right."
Uh-oh. Come on, Venus. Your sound, girl. Not right now.
it went out. We can't hear you.
Venus, your sound. Venus. Oh, Lord.
Well, I'm happy the sex was good because I was.
Okay, she dropped. She probably gonna come back. What?
Okay.
Man, the way she's described, dude. Like, wow. You already, you know what I'm saying, creative. You can already imagine.
Yeah, the way she was talking about him, and then she was talking about that, I was like, his sex gotta be good. I mean, then he got the nerve to ask for money. I don't.
Hopefully she'll come back up. Let me drop the
He
invite
sounds
again.
like a pretty boy. That's what he sounds like, a pretty boy.
Okay, there she go. Venus, we can hear you.
Okay, yeah, I don't know how to, like, if somebody called me for some reason, it'll stop the it'll
You gotta put it
streaming.
on. Yeah, you gotta put it on. No.
Oh,
like,
do not disturb.
Yeah. I'll be right back. Y'all go ahead.
Okay, so let me put it on do not disturb real quick. Okay, creative. Can you hear me?
Yes.
So, okay. So I started like noticing a lot of red flags. Just weird stuff. Like I said, he was coming he told me to meet him. It was on this weird street and he just popped out of a tree. And I'm like, what the hell you doing popping out of a tree? It was just all this like weird red flags. And I was just like, you know what? I got tired of, and then he would like, I would want to see him, and then it was like he always had to like meet me when he can have time, and I ain't know, I'm too old for that. So I was just like, one day I was just like, I'm about to break this off. So I started getting more curious about him. So at the time, I didn't have an iPhone, I had an Android, and I downloaded this app where you can see like when somebody call you, it's like you can see who named the phone in. I forgot what that app is called. But
Caller ID.
It was like a caller ID, but it was something else. It was called something else. But you could see who the, like, I didn't know at the time iPhone actually can show you like who who names show up. Even like if even if you don't save it on your contacts.
So did he call you from different numbers or no?
No, he called me from a regular number, but the number said Tiffany.
Oh.
So I'm like, oh, who is Tiffany? So anyway, one day I just end up just like breaking it off with him. He never knew it. I had dropped him off, and I asked him before he got out of the car. I'm like, yeah, I'm cool on you. I just can't back and forth. Like, I'm just done. So we end up I just end up like not talking. 2 days later, FaceTime me. I mean, not FaceTime me. Hit me up on Facebook, and she was like, "Hey, what's up?" She was like, "Do you know such and such?" She was like, "I just want to tell you that you being used, sis." I was like, "What?"
Who is this woman?
Next thing I know, Girl, it was his baby mama who he lived with. The house I was dropping him off at was his baby mama's house. They lived together. Yes. And girl, she started telling me everything. Me and her got so cool. This dude, first of all, this dude had 10 kids, including hers.
That is too much.
Yes. Had 10 kids. He was incarcerated like twice because he know how to like you know how people steal copper and stuff out of people's house and get cash for it.
Mm-hmm.
Or steal like metal and stuff, and they can turn it in and get some money for it. He would steal furnaces and stuff. Girl, he would be in jail for doing that, like some old crackhead stuff. And
he had no habits, right?
No, he wasn't a drug. Nope. He didn't do drugs or anything like that. He was actually really good with his hands. And he just knew how to just break into people's house, like abandoned houses. And,
right.
And,
the house
and scrap. That's what they call it, scrap. Be scrapping. That's what he was doing.
Scrap
metal.
So
anyway, yeah, scrap metal and stuff. Exactly. But anyway, me and her had gotten so cool that it got to the point where one day she called me up like, "Hey, sister wife, is our man at your house?" And I was like, "Nah, he ain't over here." It was so weird.
She did not call you
wife.
She did not.
Yeah,
call
she,
you
and that was the one time. Yes, she did.
Y'all's man. Not
you got
y'all's
so
man.
cool. Like, I mean, I could really see myself like us. Like that was the one time I almost considered it because I really did like him, but you know. And anyway,
I can't believe you said that.
What made me?
Like, we gonna make sure that this Negro between the two of us, he ain't going nowhere else. That's
yes. Like I think she started feeling comfortable with me because we had got so cool that she started feeling like, okay, well, as long as he just with you, you know what I'm saying? And
so you shared a man for a little while.
Actually, I broke it off with him, but he was still calling me. No, I did not. After she told me about him, I was done.
It's okay.
And you was okay with it. You was okay.
No, I was. But I never pursued it. I entertained it for a minute, but I never pursued it because I just ain't built like that. But I almost considered it. I can see how I did because I'm like, I like him and she cool. Like I can see us being a little family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I saw him like 2 months after, I broke it off with him, and we never talked about it. Like we never talked about the girl Tiffany. And when I saw him, he was just like, me and you used to have some fun together and you didn't have to end it. And I was like, nah, because you lied. You got a whole family at home. You got kids, and I ain't about that life. And he was like, well, I mean, I just loved you and I loved her too. He was like, it just got too. That's what
you should have been like, you might fall in love with everybody if they just
right.
You look like he want to be everybody's man,
Yeah.
That's the problem.
He do. I think he do. I think he want women that
women.
Yeah, he said that. That was his exact. He said he loved women. That's what he said. I said, oh no, I don't feel somewhere. No. So that's
that shit works on women. That shit work on women. You be like, but why was you with that other woman? I don't know. God made me that way. I just love women. And
I hope they can say that when we do it. When we do it.
Right, girl, they would never. We'd be all kind of
I just needed some. He just had it for me. Like he had the food and everything. I just had to go by his house. I just had to.
But so let me tell y'all this though. A year after, I had talked to him or whatever, he had a Facebook, and so this girl, I noticed like when he would post stuff up, like she would hit the heart, heart button and all that stuff. So one day I went on her page and she was like, y'all, I just had the best sex I have ever had in my life.
Damn, you put that
and that was the same thing I said.
I'm sorry. He sound like a demon of the devil. Doesn't he sound like a demon? He's so out here to should.
I think he is. I think he is, and he has learned the craft of how to fuck. He really has. He's learned it. He is a professional at it.
And you know
That's
what?
a real homosexual right there, y'all. That's the real one.
Y'all remember in Baby Boy, no matter how sorry that nigga was, no matter how he fucked up, he'd always come back correct with that dick. Did he not?
Yes, he did. She's
And
like,
he was
okay,
Jody. Yeah. They call it hate fuck or whatever. That's some serious shit, man. Some of these dudes got warlock dick. You know what I'm saying? They can do some shit, some magical shit.
I don't need that. I need the
Have a
golden
bitch
stick.
fucked up.
I need some dick that's gonna change my life. That's what.
No, you don't want it. Y'all don't want
nah,
that.
you don't want. You don't.
want
nah,
magic.
no, you don't. I mean,
mediocre.
I can see why he got 10 kids. He is a professional at what he does.
Who said he need to be an escort?
He does. He got it like that.
Yeah, he does. I know he on to the next victim, so I see him sometime. I just keep on going. Like, nah, you gone over there. No, I mean, I'm married now anyway, but still.
Yeah.
My
ex-boyfriend had me. I didn't even think it was possible, but he had a sexual demon that possessed me. I would put it that way. And kind of like that whole Baby Boy thing, but he wasn't no bum or nothing. But it's that like the dick come into play and I'm stupid all over again. All is forgiven, all is and I was it's my own fault because I have a high sex drive and high sex weakness. I'm mentally weak when it comes to sexual stuff. That's why I need to be married. You understand? Because I would be a whole whore, slut. I would be doing some outrageous shit out here.
I know. I hear you over here talking about some porn. I be enjoying porn.
You watch porn? Do you watch it?
Review it all, man.
I watch it sometimes.
Creative, don't try to get away from me. Do you watch porn? Look at that innocent bullshit ass face.
I don't watch porn.
You don't watch it?
No, I don't want to watch somebody get off. Have I watched it in the past? Have I watched it in the past? Yes, I have. But I don't watch it as like, oh, this is my show right here. We go watch it.
We got favorite stars.
No, I don't do. I watched it in the past, but I don't watch it. Like, no, I don't watch it. It's not a need. I don't want to watch it. If I'm gonna watch it, I might as well go have sex. The fuck? What?
Do you?
That's like teasing myself. That's like teasing myself. You see?
That's what I'm saying. Like, do you make it? Do you feel horny when you don't like to feel horny when you?
Exactly. I know. If I'm gonna feel horny and tease myself, like I'd rather have a man right there. Other than that, no, I don't want it.
Yeah. Well, hey Gen Z, I've been watching porn for a long time. So it's kind of like it's a way of life. It's lifestyle. I have evolved in my different types of things that I like to watch and the quality of it. And I used to be in Atlanta, when they had the sex stores and stuff. I'll be that bitch just walking in there looking like, ooh, look at that, But my whole world has opened up now. This shit's free and it's on the internet. I ain't got to go out and look for none and rent it. And this has changed my whole world. So I think I swear to God, I swear by porn because I feel like it keeps people in check. It gives you an opportunity to take care of you. Like, no, you got to bring your sex drive and your shit down. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
you can help regulate yourself.
I had, because I have dated some guys. I'm about to date this one guy, and we end up having sex. And he was just like fucking me like a porn star. And what I mean by that, it was nothing sensual. Like it was just you're gonna take this dick, and then it was just like and it was just like countdown, and I was just like. I didn't even feel anything. Like I really don't feel.
It wasn't like no passion involved.
No, and he was pretty. He had a good size, and I didn't even feel anything. Like it was just I don't know.
It felt like a porno.
But he came. But I.
I don't like when guys be talking all like, yeah, you like this dick.
You saying
like,
shit like that?
Yeah, I don't like that.
You like that? Talking about some take
like
this dick and all this.
You like this dick, girl? No, go. Go sit down somewhere. Ugh.
And some of them be trying to like do shit like, oh, I want to try this the whole booby fuck and all of this, and I don't know.
Ooh.
I just
What is that? Oh, like where they you talking about the booby?
where you put your breasts together. I'm exposing
I
too
never
much
heard
on
nobody
here.
call it that. The booby.
But yeah, they be just be doing, and some of them don't be understanding. Like a woman's sex drive is a little bit, you gotta warm the engine up.
You better
like,
speak for yourself. Wait, see. Let me say this.
I have to say that because these men be like, they ready 2 seconds.
What I'm telling you is that all women are not the same, and so we got to stop these stereotypes. This is why men are so crazy when it comes to women. They think that women are all the same, that women all need like to make love, or all women want you to have candles and Jodeci, or you got to do this and do that for an hour. I'm gonna just tell you that women are diverse. That's all I'm gonna say. Very diverse. I like a motherfucker to choke the shit out of me. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, that's one of my things. Some women like to be spanked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I've had that the whole choking. I felt like I was gonna die. Like I really felt like.
You need a little scream.
I was like, oh, I need to breathe. Get off of me.
This is a little squeeze, not a total squeeze. You don't want to.
Oh my god.
I mean, like, are you done yet? I'm the worst. I'm probably bad.
Creative, have you had any good? I wonder, have Creative had any good ding-a-ling? It just seems like she ain't had.
You know what I do, but like. I need my partner, like, I want it to be entertaining, but if it's just like the same old, like, you got to come and spice it up, Yeah. Like, so, like, I would be trying to spice it up. I'll be trying to bring the whole dice play. Let's do handcuffs. Let's do this. But I don't know. Some of these guys, they want to do what they want to do.
They do.
So I feel like they want to dominate. So it's like, I don't know.
My whole thing is that if dudes want to talk stuff and stuff, yeah, I'm just basing it kind of on what I've watched on pornography, and then, you have guys saying something, and you're just like, oh, you're not doing much to be talking like that. You know what I'm saying? So I just think the energy has to match the actions, I guess.
I agree. Yeah, the energy has to match it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got to bring it all the way there.
But I think I got to my what I would say fuck it 40s, because I was so pathetic. When I was first married, like I was so fucking pathetic. 17, 18, 19. And I say sexually lame. No, nothing. Oh, it was terrible. It was terrible. But by the time I hit 40, it was fucking 40s. And I think I became very, very comfortable, I
would say the same for me. I was like, I remember my friend, and she told me this. I was like in my late 30s. I was probably like 38 or something. She was like talking about how she would play with herself, and I was like, oh, you play with yourself? She was like, you ain't never played with yourself? I was like, no. She was like, you ain't never played with yourself? No, girl. I was always told the angels be watching you.
The angel
at 38. At 38.
Oh Lord.
I was always told like God is watching you playing with yourself. I don't know, it just freaked me out. I never even thought of it. And I'm looking at her like she crazy. She looking at me like I'm crazy. Like you've never discovered your own body. I was like, no. I mean, I thought I did, but I didn't play with myself. I just never knew that could be satisfying. That's how so out of the loop I was. I was
But
totally
like,
out of the loop.
but like, what made me bring it up to? Because May is probably like very seasoned. But it's like, how are you supposed to expect a
I'm okay
guy
that.
to know how to
I'm okay
please
that.
you if you don't know how to please yourself, or you don't know what you like? So
I don't know. They just always be like, that's, I came from I was a church girl, so they always be like, you supposed to explore all that with your husband. That was the thing. So that's what I thought.
Mm-hmm.
somebody said porn is fake. We know porn is fake.
What they mean is fake. They actually are having sex, aren't they?
Yeah, they
I
are.
I guess they mean that like some of the women don't be really into it. They be faking it.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the women
Oh, I
I've seen
believe that.
scenes. I've seen scenes during porn where the woman had to leave and go in the bathroom and take like a 2-minute break before she continued.
I mean, I'm sure it's hard to have. If you seen what the scene looks like, you know, um, all them cameras and lights and this and that. I'm sure, and people moving around. It's probably like 5 people in the room. It's probably not that sexy. Probably isn't in like real life, you know. Hold on, I got some in the private chat. Let me see what this is. Oh, okay.
I don't like watching black people porn. It's just stupid.
Hell no.
No, I like watching black people are better than I don't know. I don't like
They
watching
be
white people.
doing too much, like, oh yeah, nigga, oh yeah, I mean, they be sound, them wouldn't be sound like
I don't know
monsters.
what you be watching.
Hey, what you watch?
Y'all see that? I seen it. I'm like, oh, that's too much.
No, I
It's
tell you
too
what I think.
extra.
What's crazy is that damn Brazilian shit. That Brazilian shit is wild. Cause them girls, they just had it. I better not say too much, but they booty is just as open as their coochie, and it just stuff be slopping in and slopping out. I'm just like, they just be tossing around all over the place. It's just a lot. It's just a lot.
They
I
booty
don't
be
know.
just as. Oh, wait a minute. Let me process that.
They booty is as open as the coochie.
What?
Yeah, they
That
can do
makes
a lot with
what?
everybody all the time, everywhere. I'm just like, wow. But yeah, and what they say, Fuji.
In Brazil?
The Brazilians, yeah. That's
Do
what I
y'all?
don't know what
Yeah,
they
yeah.
say.
Hey,
I
y'all.
be seeing the Russians. The Russians be nasty. They be having
Oh
like
no. Yeah, I've seen them
The
100,
before.
Russians, wow.
200 guys on one girl, and I be like, I need to get off of this. This is
Yeah, the Russian shit be wild too.
What about the
But
African? The African.
uh-oh, Venus. Look like your sound went out. I think she asked about the African porn. I have tried to look at it, but they don't have good production. Are you there, Venus? Venus,
I think
unblock.
like you said, they
Unblock
be
me.
doing weird. She left. They be doing weird stuff. Like they be doing stuff in the jungle. They be doing this, but it doesn't. I don't know. It's not giving sexy.
And
No, like it's not.
the chicks be looking like, I'm how much longer before I get my pay? How much longer? That's how they be
Yeah, they
looking.
don't be looking like they enjoying it. Like you supposed to put on the act. So like, like you
Mm-hmm.
gotta be the porn star, be the actor you came here to be.
Gen Z said African porn is whack. It doesn't look good. Yeah. And I've noticed a lot of it. They have like these dusty ass white men who kind of doing the
I
whole,
call them passport boys, passport bros. This one
yeah,
guy, he has a whole channel with him sleeping with a whole bunch of African women.
yeah. Nah, the African porn has got a long way to go. I have a feeling it'll come out of Nigeria when it's right. When it's ripe and ready to go, it'll come out of Nigeria. Because Nigeria is Nollywood. They have all the equipment, they got all the stuff. They could do the Hollywood thing. Definitely Nollywood probably does have an element that will develop modern pornography in Africa. I should not be promoting such. I'm just saying. But what do you think about confessions in general, Creative? Do you think it's good for people to confess?
I think when you're starting off a friendship or you starting off something, sometimes people don't want to confess. They don't want to say the true things, because they don't
Mhm.
want to be judged, you know?
Yeah,
But if you have somebody who like truly cares about you and your well-being and they know that you're human, they won't judge you. They would just want to see you in a better position or try to get you in that better position.
absolutely.
But yeah,
I think
like
'cause
you telling us like you like porn or whatnot. But that's your preference, like, you
yeah, I
enjoy what
think
you
we got
like.
to humanize ourselves, in this day and age, and you can't tell everything, and certain stuff you better not say. But I do think that we have to start being a little more grounded, and everybody walks around like, oh, I'm so perfect. I'm this, I'm that. Everybody's putting on a fake in front. And I just think it's good for people to just kind of have, some times when people just be like, just be real. You know what I'm saying? Be more human. And everybody not walking around guarded and acting like, they don't have little funny shit that happens to them or quirky shit. You know what I'm saying? We all
Mm-hmm.
have everyday experiences and none of them are perfect. Very little that we all do in life is fucking perfect. And all these stereotypes and stuff that we trying to, you know, live out what people think and assume about us and stuff. And that should be so fucking opposite. You know, I've had a lot of people just assume because I have dreads, they put a lot of shit on me. Like I'm a natural sister, and I'm a queen, and I'm a this, and I'm a that, and I got all these rules I live by. Girl, don't none of that shit apply. None.
It's
If
just
I
a
if I
hairstyle.
told people I eat hot dogs, okay, I watch pornography. You know what I'm saying? I do a whole bunch of. I'm just not what you think.
Yeah,
Yeah, and there's some freedom in that. Some freedom and being able to be more or less of what people think you are. Less of
that's
meaning you just don't fit into all their boxes. Was it
yeah.
Lauren Hill? She had a song and she was like, "Get free, be who you're supposed to be. I get out of all your boxes." You know what I'm talking about? That
Mm-hmm.
Uncut, is it called Uncut album? It was Uncut. Was it Uncut or Un something?
But I
Something.
get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. But sometimes we have to rationalize because somebody might watch porn and they might be desensitized to women and think,
Mhm.
that
Yeah, I
all
think
women.
yeah, everything is in balance. Definitely everything is in balance.
Yeah.
But I think I'm
Another
tired. Go ahead. I'm
I was
sorry.
gonna say, and another another way you can look at porn is that everybody has a body, everybody has a breast, everybody has a butt. It's just a body, and everybody has the same parts. They might be different sizes.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's
Hmm.
just another way. So you won't. It's like you won't. You don't have to go get a BBL. You don't have to go get this or go get that. You know, as long as you're healthy and all your organs are intact. You're
Uh-huh.
no better than the other person.
Oh yeah, you saying just people can move out of judgment, get into a judgment-free
Yeah,
zone. Yeah, just let
yeah,
people
judgment free
be
zone when it
free.
comes to their
I just
body.
find it. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, yeah. So let me see. I have to get going. And I just want to say thank you for your confessions and thank you for helping kick off the confessions. And so we will see on this next Friday if anybody else would like to share their confessions.
Oh, I have
Yeah.
one more thing to say.
Okay.
Cause somebody was in there talking about how yonis are, for gripping, and I was gonna say the reason why people use yonis, yes, you can use it as for gripping, but there's other things you can use for that. But yonis are crystals, and crystals have very, very high potent energy, and they're healing energy, and that's the main reason why people use them because they're trying to attract certain things or they're trying to heal their womb. So it's not just, for them to as a pussy as a muscle or whatnot. That's not really the original use for them. The original use was for healing and was to heal your womb and heal, your traumas or whatnot and attract something different.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Let me see if there's this book real quick. And I haven't. I want to see if you've heard of it. Let me see if I can see it now. Let me see if I can see it. If I don't see it, no worries. Let me see. Maybe because that might be. I know you like to review books. That might be a book we should talk about. Let me see. Do I see it? I don't think I see it. Golly. Let me look one more time. No, I don't see it. Queen, you've heard of it, Queen Afua?
Mm-hmm.
I don't see it. Okay. We'll talk about it another time. But that book I love. I love, I love. And it talks about exactly what you just said, which is a program for womb healing. And that's right in line with that, you know, that you have upper bodies and lower bodies and subtle bodies and stuff like that. And it's all about the energy, right? It's all
Mm-hmm.
about the energy. The healing is not just the diet. It's not just this. It's about a lot of other stuff. Emotional trauma and spreading joy to the womb. The womb, as she says, is the center of the woman's body. Her health, her vitality, everything about a woman is there in the womb. The key
Mm-hmm.
to the woman is her womb. So yeah, me and you should talk about that book. That would be some good a journey into. It's called Sacred Woman. That's the name of the book. Sacred Woman.
Okay, I think I heard of it.
Yeah, that would be good. Okay, so
We
let me
should.
see. Thanks for everybody that came through. I appreciate your energy, creative. Angelica
Okay.
says that she will hit the link next time. Yes, everybody must come through and give your confession of the week to
Yeah,
share.
judgment free
Yeah,
zone. She was talking about how we might judge her for her stories.
yeah, judgment free, judgment free. And of course, you don't tell anything that you think somebody would try to use or hurt you. But any little thing that you feel like you might want to share, no matter how small it is, you can. And I think one of the things that Lauryn Hill said in her song, she said that she was walking around holding her stomach in, and everybody was walking around holding their stomach in. And one day she just like fuck it, and she just kind of, you know how people hold your stomach in. And she said she was symbolically saying it. And she said she let her stomach out. And then somebody was like, "Oh, you got a little pot belly too?" I do too. And then she said, and at some point, y'all can see it's unplugged. That's what it's called, unplugged. Y'all go listen to Lauryn Hill Unplugged. She got a song called Get Out and so many other songs. But anyway, she said we can all let our stomachs out and be different. Hold on. So with that being said, I'm going to end the stream. I appreciate everybody who came through. Angelica, I look forward to your confession. Appreciate you, creative. All right, y'all. I gotta go. Ashe.